What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, this is Abdullah, aka Mario. Hey, I want to shed a light on, man, what's been going on, man, in the federal penitentiary in Pine Knot, Kentucky, USP McQuarrie. Mind you, I just did 22 years, about 10 months, and came home and went back in 2023 on a violation, and I was sent to USP McQuarrie. Now, before I get started into detail, when I'm finna shed light on there, because I promised the men that I won't forget about them and let them know what's going on in the inside, because it seems as though that they always quick to want to bring aware to what's going on with police brutality out here in the world, but never speak on what's going on in the inside of these prison systems. Excuse me. If you go on the Washington Post, dated January 19, 2024, titled Gilley House of Horror, it'll speak on what I'm about to bring to light. I was there and experienced it firsthand. I got to USP McQuarrie Federal Penitentiary October 30th, 2023. And the whole time that I was there, 80% of the time we was on lockdown. I want to speak on the abuse and abuse of power that they displayed, which is a common practice there by the staff and the administration. First, you had Warden Gilley. He was instructing his officers to beat inmates when they in the SHU, which is the definition of solitary confinement. He would lock people down, take the commissary, weaponize the food, serving you old food, cold food, bologna sandwiches. Hey, and even sometimes he won't even feed you. He left and a new warden came, Warden Lovey, and continued that practice along with the rest of the administration that's still there and currently there along with the COs. There's a lot of racism there, and they assault inmates there. They put inmates' lives in jeopardy and create hostile environment. In particular, I want to bring up two individuals who's they doing wrong that I know of and personally was around. One of the individuals named Antonio Hill. He's an inmate there who they playing with his mail. They threaten him if he keep on filing. They retaliate against him, locking him down, playing with the food, playing with his mail. And when you constantly locking a person down, it affects you mentally when you ain't really doing nothing wrong. All because of what one inmate may do, you want to punish the whole group to try to get them groups to fight against each other. That's dangerous, very dangerous. Then you weaponize the food by giving smaller portion than you supposed to give. And on top of that, you serve a code saying that inmates don't deserve hot food. You instruct your staff, the case managers, the counselors, not to accept the grievance administrative remedy, which under the policy they have a right to process and utilize. But you don't want it to be put out there or put on record that these complaints is being filed and made against the abuse and abuse of power that's going on there. So if y'all got any family that's in Pine Knot, Kentucky, USP McQuarrie, reach out to me. My number is 706-831-3788. Because the time is now to start putting a stop to this and getting the process started. Because let me make it clear to you, the Federal Bureau of Prison going to protect its own. Whether they right or wrong, they going to sweep shit up under the rug and look the other way. And the central office is in Washington, D.C., and they've been looking away for years. Example, just go back and read the story of Dumpling, the female prison in California, what was going on. It's a lot of dirt that's going on in that institution in USP McQuarrie. It need to be shut down, in my humble opinion, because of what they doing. They creating a hostile environment, and it's dangerous. People fear for their lives and want to check in for protected custody. Check in mean they would like to go in protective custody, but the guards are sending them back and hope that there's something happen to them to see if they playing or not, which is very dangerous because it can cost that person their life or seriously get hurt or them hurting somebody else because they in fear of their life. Enough is enough. It had to be brought to the light of what they doing in the inside. Just as how people can come together and march and protest about law enforcement, how they abuse people, killing people. It need to be done with these federal institutions because these guys don't have a voice. And the more they lock down and can't call their family and let them know what's going on, that's a sign of putting the muzzle on them and giving them the green light to continue to do what they want to do because nothing is happening. I told the men there, and I gave them my word that I won't forget, and that I was going to be on top of it and bring this to the light, to the outside, so we can get the ball rolling and get something done. The first step, we need to get that institution, that corruption that's going on in there, up out of there. Another individual that I was in there with is Raymond Phillips, which was my cellmate. Don't even supposed to be there. They don't want to get people moved to where they got to go. The case managers, they don't want to do their job. They don't want to help. They not programming, but they lock down so much, they'll put down as they programming to make it seem like that it's up and running. They lock the joint down when the shoe full, which means the solitary confinement, when it's too many people in there. They say that, but the shoe is never full. They do that just to lock it down. That causes mental health problems. That causes friction between family and friends, people, loved ones, because one of the key things that supposed to happen while you in there, you're supposed to have family communication at an all-time high. You're supposed to be in tune with your family so you can have a good relationship with them. It's just all bad, and this need to stop. It need to stop, like now, right now. You got people in there that's suffering medically. They need medical attention. That the medical department don't do nothing for you there. They'll let you die because they don't want to do their job because they feel like the inmates in there don't deserve high quality medical attention. I was one of them. I have proof. I have documentation of some of the stuff that I'm speaking on. And like I said, you can go to the Washington Post website dated January 19, 2024. Or if it ain't January 19, it's January 9th. But it's in 2024. The title is Gilley House of Horror. And it's factual what's going on. And it's still going on today. As I'm speaking right now, I can guarantee you they probably on lockdown for no reason at all. Just to stop people to communicate with their family and to try to break them down mentally. I suffer from PTSD because of that. Depression, anxiety, paranoid, schizophrenic, police assaulting you, beating you. That's not cool. It have to stop. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit back and just ignore the information that I just displayed? Or are you going to do something? Especially if you got a loved one that's in there. Let's get this ball rolling, man, for them guys that ain't got a voice in there. Let's get it rolling. I was in there. I experienced it. It's just not McQuarrie. It's other institutions, but it was the last one that I just entered, that I just left. So it's real. Let's start getting this under the control. Let's do something about it. Because it's wrong. They're in there abusing their authority. And the federal Bureau of Prison is looking the other way. The Department of Justice is not doing nothing. The OIG is not doing anything. It's falling on blind eyes and deaf ears. So let's make it well. Let's put pressure on them where we can make changes for the greater good of them guys in there so they can rehabilitate themselves. Because right now, it ain't doing nothing but causing hostility, aggression, and creating a hostile environment. I'll see you soon with an update. Signing off.